What's going on, everybody? Brian here from Brian's Broadcast. I hope all of you are doing fantastic. In this video, I will review Chanel's 2025 release. It's the Bleu De Chanel L'Exclusif. In case you missed my first impression video, I highly recommend that you please go ahead and check it out because opinions will vary. Now, I was able to test out L'Exclusif over the last couple of days, and especially because it was hot and humid here in New York City, it was really helpful because the weather allowed me to understand this fragrance better, how it worked, the performance and everything. I'm going to tell you all about it. Before I even proceed, just know that this is not a sponsored content, so I highly appreciate that you subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you like contents like these. Now, the price point is way too steep for a designer fragrance. This 100ml bottle comes at a price of $275. It's almost as high as a niche fragrance. A lot of people in the fragcomm groups, when I posted pictures of the bottle and the box, they mentioned like, hey, you probably could get an homage with that price. I 100% agree. And of course, I know some of you really like when you buy fragrances, you are really counting dimes and pennies, or I don't know, you are in credit card debt. Please, guys, if you are one of those people, like really counting the money before you buy, unless you're like here, seriously, I say skip this release. Don't go broke over a fragrance. And I didn't show you that wad of cash because I want to show off. I just want to tell you that if you don't have that kind of spare money, don't go for this release. It's too pricey in my opinion. Like, go for the other flankers. Parfum at best. But again, this is like really pricey. And I'm telling you all that information so that you don't have to take the risk and understand, feel the pain of financial crisis or anything. Again, not a financial advisor, but, just saying, taking care of the community here. So the main notes that are highlighted for L'Exclusif, I see on the website, it says sandalwood, cistus, labdanum, and ambery notes. What do I get from L'Exclusif when I spray this fragrance? I got a really nice minty, fruity citrus in the background. So the mintiness, the cooling sensation, freshness is like pretty pronounced. The fruits, the citruses are not super pronounced like the EDT or the EDP version. It's more closer towards the parfum version. And just so you know, the L'Exclusif has a parfum concentration. So the L'Exclusif release, it's pretty close to your parfum version, but there are subtle differences and in fact, like very noticeable differences that, you will be able to tell the fragrances apart, sorry. So what I get is that nice citrusy opening, some fruitiness in the background, and a minty freshness right in the opening. So within like 5 to 10 minutes, that fruity part is gone. The mintiness somehow lingers in the air. And then slowly from the freshness, where the freshness like kind of goes towards the back end, and then some kind of like a dark, mild smokiness comes through. This is where things get really interesting. I found that after 15 to 20 minutes, like around the 30 minutes mark, the fragrance slowly starts to become a bit more sweeter. Now the sweetness is definitely coming from your cistus labdanum. Cistus labdanum kind of like contributes to almost like a ambery, leathery kind of sweetness. So the leather is not super pronounced, but you will feel there's like a smooth, luxurious leather somewhere in the back end. And there's the sticky sweetness that comes through from the cistus labdanum. The sweetness is not too much, it's not overly sweet, but you will feel that it's there. With the fruitiness and the citrus combined, you kind of get this really nice appealing factor. The freshness lingers all throughout the fragrance. The smokiness is not super pronounced, but you will feel that it's there. This fragrance, L'Exclusif, Bleu De Chanel L'Exclusif, smells very gentlemanly. The sticky sweetness, it's very appealing in my opinion. Like, I really enjoyed this fragrance. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not because I paid top dollars for it, but the thing is, I enjoyed it. Because the only other flanker that I use is the EDP, or the parfum concentration. That's the one that works perfect for my skin. And then this one worked too. Do let me know in the comments like about your experience and opinion about this one. Do let me know. I'll be very happy to hear from you. Further going down, like this fragrance, there's like a spicy undertone, some kind of spiciness going on, and it's very smooth. The sweet spiciness along with that darkness, it just keeps on amping up and then it keeps on changing. The ambery woody vibes are very deep, rich, and in my opinion, they're very complex. The woodiness is not like a dry one. Neither is it dry nor is it creamy, but it's somewhere in between. There's no powderiness. Some people do talk about some animalic vibe, but I personally did not get any animalic vibe. Like, come on. If you have been, visiting my channel, I've talked about Athars and other fragrances that are really animalic. This one does not go 1% near any kind of animalic undertone. I don't know how or why you got that, but I want to hear back from you, please. Again, it's an open discussion forum, right? Do let me know. Like, I did not get any kind of animalic vibe from this one. No, I did not. The leather is not super pronounced. It's probably happening. Maybe there is no leather at all. I'm not sure. But I feel like there's some kind of like a leathery undertone working in the background. But maybe, like it's coming from the Sisters Lab denim. Probably. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then the ambery sweetness just lingers in the air. And like I said, the sweetness is not overwhelming, but it could be bothersome for some people because there are people out there who do not like the sweetness. L'Exclusif might not be for you. That's why I highly recommend that you first try it on your skin. Go to Macy's, give it a shot, try on skin, walk around for like a couple of hours, and then, if you feel like buying it, go for it. Spend that money. So overall, I found that this fragrance is, again, not one of that shower gel kind of genre. I mean, although Bleu De Chanel is supposed to be in that genre, but this release, it does not feel like a shower gel kind of blue fragrance. It's more of a refined and more niche version of the Parfum edition. But the thing is, like, they could have done much better. We were expecting so much more from this particular release. Maybe, change the whole DNA. It's almost like we were not expecting anything to happen with the Dior Homme Parfum release, right? But with the L'Exclusif, we were expecting some change, but that did not happen. Talking about performance, this did not project too loudly. So maybe like 30 minutes it was loud, and then it came down to an arm's length. But because it's a parfum concentration, it will stick to your skin for a very long time. With 8 to 10 sprays, this went for around like 8 to 10 hours on an average, give or take, with the heat and everything, the sweating and everything. So 8 to 10 sprays, almost like 8 to 10 hours. It did really well. In my opinion, it did really well. It was not super loud, but because it's a parfum concentration, it's going to stick to your skin better. And as you move around, it's going to waft. It keeps on wafting. The best part is that this one leaves a very nice scent trail. And that's something that I really loved about this fragrance. Like, it's not going to let people know that you have arrived, but as you move around, they will know that, yes, someone is here. This person is right here in this room with us. So with that, I will conclude that if you do not have almost $300 in your pocket to spare, please don't spend it on this one. Maybe go for a niche, or maybe, save that money. So in my opinion, is that something that I really liked? Yes, I really liked it, not because I spent the dollars, but I loved how the scent developed over time. Is it a very exclusive release? In my opinion, no, sure, it was not an exclusive one, but it's just that the DNA, whatever tweaking they did, I liked it on this one. Longevity, I would say on an average, it's like with 8 to 10 sprays, it goes for around 8 to 10 hours on an average. And beyond that, if you spray on clothes, it's probably going to go longer, but you really don't, I personally don't need any more. I don't expect any longer from this particular fragrance. But overall, it's a good release, but I really wish they did not push the price so far up. So with that, let me conclude this video and say that please let me know in the comments whether you bought this, thoughts and opinions. Did you really feel it was worth spending that $300 with taxes, of course? $275 in taxes. So let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to hear from you. I will see you in the next one. Please take care, stay safe, and all the best.